Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein in the Road to 100, where today we're in the dried up trenches, and we get to use the Tyrant's Labrys. Yay! This is going to be a lot of fun, because this is actually probably one of my most favorite hammers. I love the way it looks. I like the idea that it's still the two daggers kind of joined together to make into an axe. And it does have a very, 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 very cool charge attack. And it does have some unique properties there, but we're not really interested in those today. We're literally just going to do the run attack, the throw them off the edge attack, and then all the fast attacks in between. Now the cool thing is here we can use the suicide spur, and we are almost at the 103 weight limit here, which is really, really great, but we still have a really high 1434 value here. Now we
There's
will
no
be
surviving a fall like that.
That's right, Eva. We will have over 2
You are awfully
ichor
talented.
drain on our weapon here overall.
I'm
So
going
we
in.
have exceptional uh, recovery on every attack that we are going to be executing. As you can see there, we get quite a bit of ichor back
I've always hated
whenever we
heights.
want to, which is really, really great. And so as we go along here, the idea of speeding up this build here is to make sure that you have things like that available to you, and you can cast your
Find something there.
attack
I underestimated.
spread here very, very, very fast. Okay? And we don't, oh, whoops. Okay? And we don't really have too much damage that we can speak of outside
Looks
of
like we can get out of
our
here somehow.
ability other than uh, with we just don't have the range here. No, okay. What I'm saying is that with dancing blade dancing blade dance. Okay, that's the other one. Good grief. When with that, we don't have too many attacks that we will be executing, and so it won't be actually super helpful to us overall. Whoops. Okay, this guy's dead. That guy's gonna run around. That's fine. And so Blade Dance will definitely help us here along the way, but it's not anything that we're going to seriously rely on. And it's just a like helpful amount of little bit of extra damage here and there along the way. But we
You are awfully
we
talented.
shouldn't really have uh, ichor problems to speak of. Okay, very good. And this fella's coming up, and he's gone. Good job, Eva. And Eva is brought along because she's literally just very, very, very good in this region because of her unique abilities and everything. Oops. Okay. And because we are able to basically knock these guys down kind of whenever we want at any point in time, we just continually go for it whenever we want here. Okay, and let's go for these guys again. Oops. Okay, and let's get some ichor here. Okay, good. Whoops. Okay. Oops. Dead? Are we okay? I don't know. I don't know, Eva. But let's get a launch. Here we go. I do love this axe. It is very, very, very fun to play with, and it does have some pretty good damage for the amount of weight that it sports, and it does do pretty well in its own right. Nothing too like super crazy, but it does have enough damage and enough heft to it that it can make
We have another way.
um, pretty easy work of almost any encounter that you come up against.
Thanks.
Okay, so as we get around the corner here,
I'm going
and let's go for a knockdown kill. Excellent. So you can see that you can kind of combo in between
Let's take advantage of
your
our good
different
fortune.
gifts here and everything, just because of the fact that um, you're able to cast your gifts and your weapon attacks fairly quickly in between each other. So it makes for
I hope
some
we
pretty
find more things
interesting
worth noticing.
methods and ways to go about engaging the enemy while at the same time having some kind of damage at a distance, as you can see there. Oh, good job, Eva. And that's where the Argent Wolf Cross actually comes in helpful, is that you can absolutely take these guys at a distance or up close and personal. Like this guy here. Okay. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's get rid of this thing. Let's get rid of this thing. And now we can get rid of this, maybe? Nope. Okay. And Argent Wolf Cross has a fairly long cast animation, so in order to, you know, bring that down as much as possible, right, we need all the gift accelerators we can, but unfortunately we don't have all of them active at any one point in time. Oops. But, we do our best with what we have. Okay. Okay, let's head back here, give this guy a cross to the face, and then we'll just slam him down. We'll go, give this boy a cross. There we go. And we'll definitely give him, yep, we'll definitely knock him down. Good timing. Thanks, Eva. Absolutely here to help, obviously. So we'll switch to execution here for obvious reasons for the despot, and we will be able to kind of slap our way through here pretty well, and it would behoove us to go and get a Devour Chrome on one of these, because as you can see we do still have pretty high ichor recovery. And so let's head back and let's get a Devour Chrome from Mia. Oh wait, I don't think we have Mia yet, and I don't know if I have another Devour Chrome, so let's see what we can see here if we have one, because it would be really, really nice to be getting a whole lot of ichor back for really no actions. So let's see. Oh, we do have one. How very nice and wonderful. Look at that, 106. Very, very good. And it's not as good as some of the others that we have access to that have Devour Chromes on them. However, it does good enough. 1.06, 1.06. So it's on the lower end. 1.06. This would be a 1.21. This would be a 1.21. So it is kind of on the lower end.
Sit back and relax. I'll turn this into the best weapon it can be.
But that's kind of okay, just because of the fact that it does swing a little bit faster, and it's much, much lighter than most of the other hammers in its class. So we'll go ahead and upgrade this guy real quick, and then we'll head over to the Despot and teach him a thing or two, hopefully. So now we do have super ichor recovery, another 50% increase. And as you could see there, we were doing fairly well on our ichor. Now, the reason for speeding this up in the gift arena of Dragon Lunge is that a lot of times when you hit the enemy with the initial strike going forward like this, that's actually really cool. I could probably make a thumbnail out of that. In fact, I think I will. On this initial strike, if you get interrupted here, you don't actually allow the second strike to come out. Right there, and the second strike is where all the big damage is. And so what you want to do is when you are running like this with all the gift accelerators, you actually close that window much faster than you would if you keep it at normal speed. So having 4 accelerators here with Eva really closes that gap very fast, and it's really great that you can actually do that. So here we're not really interested in keeping Eva around, as you know, I mean, we're obviously interested in keeping her around, but if we can go for that 30% increase to our damage for basically free, definitely gonna go for that. Okay, so let's go ahead for Despot Boy here and his little blood pillars and see just how squirrely things can get here. Okay, very nice. Okay, and you can see how fast it comes out, but you can't actually hit him with it because you're constantly underneath him. Okay, let's hit him with a cross. Okay, I can't even hit the guy. yeah, we just go way, way away. Okay, and as you can see, we really have a really good amount of ability here to, you know, destroy this guy. And let's go for, yeah, there you go. You can see the speed of Dragon Lunge and just how crazy that is when you are hitting him from, you know, really close. Okay. Oh, we missed? I don't know. Okay, let's back up here and go for another Dragon Lunge. Yeah, it would just absolutely tear him a new one with his own weapon here. But it makes for a really great, fast-paced, intense battle just because of the fact of how fast Dragon Lunge comes out. Because of how that window is closed significantly. I think it's like by a factor of like 2 actually, or more. Of how fast that secondary strike comes out just because of how fast it runs. Now, if we take something like this and we go to the Queen's Knight Reborn, it's a little bit of a different story, just because of the fact that he is all over the place all the time. However, it still does pretty well because he's very quick. We can be equally quick along the way here, so we won't have any other values there for having Eva come in or anything. And here we would probably just go for something like Blast Bolt. That'll be good enough. Okay, so for this guy, obviously same kind of encounter, I guess you could say, but things are just a little bit crazier here. But because we do have really good ichor recovery, as you can see there. Okay, go for this. Okay, and you can see that you can close that gap between him there very fast, just because of the fact that you can get in between each of his attacks one at a time, which is great. Okay, let's get some ichor here. Let's go ahead and heal up a little bit. Okay. Whoops. Okay. Sorry, Eva. That was my mistake. But you can see that because his weapon attacks are very fast, we still have a chance to get Dragon Lunge in between some of his attack windows, just because of the fact of how fast that secondary strike does come down on him. So very good in order to use that. Okay, so let's try this again here. But you can see the effectiveness of it. It does do very well. It's just, oh, okay. It's just, you know, you really gotta be careful. Okay. Okay, let's go for some, oh, that stupid back attack, and Eva's dead. That has an AoE explosion around the back of it, and because I was too close, you know, I just kind of pay the consequences for just standing. I am back, Eva. Very good. But that is the problem with this, is that we do have pretty good slash and blood resist, but not good enough to be, you know, invincible or anything like that. But the reality is that we really don't have much survivability to speak of. Okay. There we go. Okay. Ouch. Okay, great. Now we can hopefully hit him a little bit here. But you can see that our regular attacks really don't do much. So Blade Dance is trying to help us out there as much as possible. Okay. 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 Good enough for the time being. Okay, we got him out of his stagger phase there. Oh boy. Are we dead? Oh. We might be dead now. Yep. Okay. Eva, please. Oh my goodness, she got us. Somehow. There we go. Okay. So a bit of a very weird, strange encounter there. Getting him into the corner and just kind of messing him up. But you can see that it actually, having Dragon Lunge on a very, very, very fast active framing setup does very, very well for getting in between his attacks and kind of closing that distance much faster than you normally would if you were trying to get in there just by running or some other method. But yeah, definitely Prometheus here works pretty well. And you know, at 1308, you're getting 5% increase to your damage every time you strike him. So you could go for the fortified here and get about another 10% increase to your damage, which would be nice, but then you're losing out on some of that ichor recovery, which you saw was pretty important to keep all of our gifts going. We always had Blade Dance active because we always had a healthy amount of ichor available to us to always apply, you know, 10 ichor, and plus having ichor focus. Whenever we got focused, we get 10 ichor as well. So we have plenty of ichor to keep everything running here. It's just, do you have enough damage and power to actually, you know, chew through a boss or an enemy's health fast enough? Now, this is very, very horrible of a build for something like an invasion. So if we would run this way and do the invasion over there, we would absolutely get trounced. We would still probably have to keep like Jupiter's Blade or something, but the Argent Wolf Cross would not be something that you would want to take to an invasion, since it is an AoE of sorts. It's like a plain AoE that goes out in front of you. However, it's pretty weak, and it does not do enough damage to the group in order to warrant any kind of exceptional ability. However, when you're in one-on-one kind of encounters, it does have some fairly good stagger built into it, so that's nice, and it can be sometimes used in a life and death alternate scenario where if you hit them with the Argent Wolf Cross, you know, at distance, they stagger and it gives you time to back up and heal. So that's where that comes into play as being useful as part of this build. But otherwise, yeah, just kind of stick to the normal setup here, and you should be fine for any kind of one-on-one encounters that you're going to come up against, because you'll be able to cast everything so quickly, and you'll always have so much ichor that you'll be able to bully down pretty much any enemy that you come across, big, small, or anything in between. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I know this might be a little bit shorter of an episode, but the Tyrant's Labrys is a really good hammer, even though it's an axe that you have access to fairly early on in the game, and it's fairly lightweight, has pretty good moveset, has a knockdown that you can throw enemies around with the alternate light attack. This overhead slam here is just really nice. It's a really good move, and then it does have some pretty decent stats overall here, as it scales with a strength of A, which is very nice. We don't even have an A, so you know that this is doing much more than what our code can even handle at the moment. So very good overall here running on Prometheus, and again, we're right there at that wonderful 103 or 103 weight limit, just barely there. And so if you need something with a little more oomph, you can build something like this where it can go quick. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for sticking around and for supporting and everything. It's really nice to be back and doing this again. So hopefully the sickness stays away for a while, a long considerable while, and we'll see you guys later.